What's going on, everyone? Anthony here with HD Toys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are reviewing another Power Rangers Lightning Collection Power Rangers Cross Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2-pack. If you guys follow my Instagram at AHD Toys, you guys saw that I posted this up actually probably a few hours ago now, that another one of my pre-orders came in from GameStop, which is actually pretty awesome. GameStop seems to be really killing it this month with these pre-orders. So first they sent me the Raph and Shredder. I mean, not Raph. Yes, Raph. The Raph and Tommy Foot Soldier 2-pack. And then a week later, they sent me the Shredder Deluxe figure. And now another week later, they sent me the Donnie and Leo Black Ranger and Blue Ranger 2-pack. But enough of me rambling. So here we have the standard Power Rangers Lightning Collection Turtles 2-pack box art. We have Donnie right here on the left, Leo right here on the right. It is done in a greenish style box. Power Rangers Cross Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Lightning Collection. Morphed Donatello, Morphed Leonardo. We have the Leonardo box art right here. It says Power Rangers at the top. You have a 3D rendering of the figures on the back. You have the Donnie on the other side with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo right there. You have the Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo at the top. Then legalese at the bottom. Here is the barcode for anybody that needs it if they want to take it to their local GameStop to get it scanned. If not, this is a fan channel exclusive. You won't find this at Target or Walmart. It's basically Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Dorkside. Basically anywhere but Walmart and Target, but this time not Amazon. So yeah, enough of this box. Let's go ahead and crack these guys open and see how cool they actually are, because I am really excited for this set. Okay, here we have the figures out of packaging, and before we get into how awesome these figures are, what do you say we take a look at their accessories, because combined they do come with a lot, but a few of them are just repeating. So right out the box, you have their two weapon holding hands on them. They are the up and down version, not the side to side like most hinges are. So you have those two. Then they both come with a set of closed fisted hands for the left and the right. Now these are repeating, so they both come with each. And then you have two open palm hands, like kind of gesturing or expressial hands, whatever you have. But either way, it is nice to have multiple hand options. So as I said, Leo comes with the exact same set. So there you go. You go ahead and move those to the side. Then for Donnie, you have his power, I guess, bow staff axe in his, I guess, bow staff mode. So that's pretty cool. It is basically the same design as the power axe right there with the Macedon etched in very nicely. It is done in a, I guess, silverish plastic with the painted black at the tip and then the yellows and the golds right there. So that is a pretty cool weapon. And if you want, you could just kind of holster that back here in the back. Let me try to, there we go. Slide that in like so. And then he has his power bow staff axe right there. He also comes with the power blaster version of it, or the axe, depending on how it does slide backwards and forwards. This one's a bit tough. The plastic seems to be a little bit more flimsy on this version of it. It is the exact same sculpt as like the original one. As you can see, just done in a different, more comic-y cartoon art. But this one's a lot more firmer. This one just bends so easily. It almost makes like this one slide a little bit more, I guess, harder to do, because like it's so flimsy, it's constantly moving. But I don't know. Anyways, you can have it in Power Blaster mode or axe mode, however you see fit. And then he does come with this new blast effect, or lightning effect, I guess, that just kind of like ports onto the axe. Kind of gives it that like flaming effect. I don't know why you would want this for the axe. Seems kind of weird, but honestly it is better than the same blasting effect that came with the multiple Black Rangers. So I don't know, kind of impartial to this one. And then last but not least, for Donnie, you have his head sculpt. Now, I don't know why they chose to go with this design mask, because in the comic, he does only have the bandana. He does, or like a half bandana, ninja mask. He doesn't have the full bandana like right here. I don't know where they got this from. The goggles seem to only be on the cover of the comic. I don't remember. It's been a while since I read it. I don't think he actually wears this throughout this comic series. So that is kind of a weird option. I think they did say they were taking liberties with these. So if you want to see him with that, just kind of pop that on. There you go. Just like Raph, it is kind of difficult to pop on, but there you go. And then the other accessory he comes with is his Mastodon helmet, which is sculpted very nicely, more turtle-esque, I guess, to fit a turtle head. Then you also have the eyes in there, like so. Honestly, I don't get why they added the eyes. I think I could have done without them, but it's whatever. I get it. And I'm talking about the comic itself, not the actual toy. I get it. This is comic accurate. I mean, in the comic, I don't get why they added those eyes. But there you go. And then for Leo, you have the same hands as always, and then you have his, I guess, power lance katanas, I guess what you call these. So you can do that, and if you wanted to, they do have a peg where you can port them together to make the power lance katana. So that's pretty cool. And just like Donnie, if you don't want them to be held, they do have holsters on the back like so. And there you go. Leo with his katanas up back. I do wish they would have painted this some other color. I think it's supposed to be like silver or something. I'll have to double check, but it does look kind of weird all blue right there. So yeah, that is how he looks with his weapons holstered, if you can get him to stand. And then he also comes with this lightning effect that we've seen multiple times. If you wanted to, you could just kind of like port those, weave it in and out, and it gives it that little lightning effect. This one's kind of cool. I like these. Kind of gives it a nice little effect. It's not the greatest, but it is what it is. Just port that back in, stand him up, and then stand up. This one's having a hard time standing up. He has pretty loose joints, just like my Shredder did. And then you have the Leo head sculpt, and I think this is a great looking head sculpt for Leo. Very stern, very leader-like. No goofy like grin or angry face. It's just like a stern face Leo, and it's painted very, very nicely. So yeah, and Leo is definitely my favorite, mainly because blue is my favorite color. So it was always nice to have Leo as the leader, and that is how he looks with that. And to take a closer look at the helmet, there we go. It is a very nicely sculpted helmet. So it is done in a Triceratops style, more so to fit the turtle head. You have the eyes painted in right there like so, just like all the others. And yeah, good looking helmet sculpt. So now let's go ahead and take a closer look at the details of these figures. So taking a closer look at the details, I'll really just kind of go into one because they're both exactly the same, just different colors, obviously. And the main thing is their belts. So for Donnie, you have the Mastodon printed on right there. If this camera would just focus, it is done very nicely, very clearly that you can see. Looks very good. And then for Leo, you have the Triceratops right there. Take my word for it, the camera isn't showing it off very well, but these are printed on very nicely. The sculpting details on these bigger morphers, you can definitely see the power coin a lot better. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at Donnie because he seems to stand a lot easier. So he obviously comes in his generic, or not generic, but like your classic MMPR suit design. You have the black diamonds on the arms right here, painted on very nicely. You have these standard gloves with the lines on them right there. The gold painted on their shield, or shell rather, is done in the same nice, beautiful metallic gold that they used the Raphael. The armbands going around right there. The strap going down across, which Raphael didn't have. So you have this one coming over from the right shoulder on Donnie, this one coming over from the left shoulder on Leo, and then you have the diamond printed on this strap instead of on the shield like Raphael was. You have pinless double elbows and double knees, just like the Raphael. yeah, peg holes at the bottom. It is basically very, very standard in terms of sculpting details, or standard for the turtles. There's nothing new on each one, so their shell isn't uniquely sculpted out, as in, you know, like other toys do. You know, they kind of give it like little cracks or damages here and there to kind of differentiate the turtle's shell. These are all done exactly the same. So yeah, another difference is their weapon holding holsters on the back. So you have that right there. Yeah, looks great. Love these figures. So you know what? With that being said, let's just go ahead and jump into articulation. We just did details. Sorry. Okay, so moving into articulation, I really just have to mess with one of them. We said we go ahead and mess with Donnie since he's the one who likes to stand. So first off, you have your typical Power Rangers Lightning Collection Ninja Turtles articulation. You have a, see here, you have a dumbbell peg on the neck joint instead of your typical barbell and hinge where like we'll go forwards. This one, the whole neck will pivot around, but not very much. It will go a little bit left to right, a little bit backwards, and a little bit forwards. So combined, he really can't do much. He can look up a good amount. Actually, you know what? It's hard to see Donnie against the black background. Let's go. Oh, now he's not standing anyways. Let's go ahead and do Leo. So he can look up about that much with the neck joint and the ball peg all the way back. Look down, not very much at all. Honestly, he doesn't really look down. This thing just doesn't help very much. So that is all you get. You have ball pegged shoulders. We'll go out about that far. Does have butterflies, so we'll go forwards about that far. Not very far forwards, even less backwards because of the shell. So the shell itself does hinder a lot of the arm articulation going forward and backwards, but we'll do a full 360 at the joint, upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Once again, they are pinless. You have wrist rotation on these. We'll do full 360. On the weapon holding hands, it will go up, but not very much. The cuff does hinder that a lot. So let me go ahead and pull one of these out, hopefully without breaking. Pegging a normal side-to-side one. So the side ones will go in about that far, out a very good amount. We'll do full 360 once again. Let's see here. No up, or he does have an upper diaphragm. So he will kind of rock side to side, is hindered a lot. Just in general, so won't really turn inside because of the shell. He does have a lower waist articulation. It is split just like Raph down there, so he will turn side to side, a little bit left to right, but really it's hindered quite a bit with the shell. So then you have the hips, ball jointed. We'll do the full splits, which is very nice, so you can have him kicking up that high if you need to. Upper thigh swivel, we'll do full 360. Double jointed knees. If I can just get it to like break free, there you go. Those are also pinless. Then you have your ankle rotation. We'll go left, right, forwards, backwards. All you would need to do, peg holes at the bottom. So it is your same articulation as you had with the Raph, more or less the same articulation as a Power Ranger figure, just a little bit hindered by the shell. So let's go ahead and jump into some size comparisons. All right, so for the first size comparisons, we have him here next to the other 2-pack Morphed Raphael and then the Foot Soldier Tommy. So as you can see, they scale perfectly together. I still wish this would have came in like a 2-pack on its own. That way we could have army built this, but it is what it is. So moving on to the next size comparison. Okay, and then here we have him next to the deluxe shredder that I got from GameStop last week. Sorry, he's kind of hunching a little bit. If you guys do remember that review, mine does have extremely loose joints, so like he really can't stand up straight. He just tends to fall over. But if you want to see him standing up straight, that is how much taller he is next to the turtles. He is basically a full inch taller. So yeah, that's all the way back. You really can't tell. So that is basically right there. Sorry, like if I just, yeah, like I really can't stand him up straight. Like this is really bad. Anyways, but yeah, and then here he is next to that same Tommy figure, just with a regular Foot Soldier mask on. If you guys wanted to see that. Okay, and next up here we have him next to the DC Direct Batman versus Ninja Turtle 2-pack figures. Here he is next to the Donnie from that line and the Leo from that. So as you can see, these do scale just slightly smaller than the Power Rangers Lightning Collection version, but that is how they look with those. Basically some other turtles that aren't made by Playmates. And then last but not least, here we have him next to the regular MMPR Black Ranger and then regular MMPR Blue Ranger, Zach and Billy. So as you can see here, the blacks are very similar in color and shade, as to where the Blue Ranger is a much darker blue on the Billy figure than the Leo figure. I don't know. Me, as my favorite color is being blue, I do like this shade of blue better, but that's just really a personal preference. Obviously, you don't want this Billy that shade of blue because he's not that color, but just pointing out that I prefer this shade of blue. So let's go ahead and jump into final thoughts. So final thoughts on these figures. Are they a smash? Are they a pass? I do definitely recommend these figures if you can get them. Who knows when we'll get anything like this ever again. These are great figures with the pinless joints, the accessories, the weapons, just the overall idea of these figures existing in general is so great. And I know a lot of you guys have said that you never knew this concept even existed. This is based off the Boom Studio Comics Power Rangers Cross Ninja Turtles comic event. This is the hardback, or not, the paperback cover of all the issues. So if you don't want to buy single issues, you can go ahead, and I'll leave a link down below on where you can get this. I think it's on sale on Amazon right now for like 15 bucks or something. It's really cheap. So I'll leave links to that. And then if possible, I think these guys are sold out on GameStop as of this recording, but I will leave links to where you can order this if you can. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps this channel grow. Lately with these Ninja Turtle videos, it's really boost the algorithm. I greatly appreciate everyone commenting and sharing this video. And until next time, guys, later.